Beers. Bloody brilliant.
Beers.
Bloody brilliant sport.
G'day guys, welcome back to the Bloody Brilliant Beers podcast, brought to you by Bluebet.
We are the Bloody Brilliant Beers. We started off reviewing craft beers on Facebook, and now we bring you the conversations you'd more than likely hear in the front bar at your local.
And our local is the Caxton Hotel.
The greatest local in all the land.
There's nothing that's ever going to beat it. I fucking love it. Welcome back. This is the Sports Pod, guys. We've got a new little intro here for you. It's sounding quite sexual. Hope you enjoy it as much as we do.
We're fucking loving it. I'm just trying to figure out how to turn it down, and I realise I'm using the wrong fader. But there we go.
Good job.
As we say every week, if you're looking for in-depth analysis and, you know, breakdown of stats and that sort of thing, kindly fuck off. Because it's not what you're going to get here. We're basically just going to drill about sport for the next 40 minutes or so.
And look, a little bit of, it might not always be sport. There's some other things that might come in.
Who
and
knows?
honestly, if you're here for sport, well, I'm sorry, we're not very successful athletes.
Oh, shit, no.
No, like, there's a reason why we're sitting here and not about to embark
Having beers on a Wednesday night.
That's it. Not about to embark on a spectacular rugby league season.
Before we embark on a spectacular podcast, Josh, there's one thing we do need to do, which we always love to do at the Mighty Caxton.
Yes, we do.
That's to get a bloke down our throat.
Fucking oath.
Cheers, mate. Happy Wednesday.
Thank you.
Shout out to Kempy, as always, sponsor of the pod. If you want to get some bloke down your throat, some bloke beer, head to blokeinabar.com and enter your postcode into the store locator.
You know, I just thought on that, I'll give a little plug to our place of residence, the Caxton Hotel. They're currently doing cartons of bloke midi for $50.
Yeah.
Which is pretty ridiculous. So if you're in Brisbane, stop listening and just go to the Caxton.
Check it's open.
Check it's open first. Correct. It's not open at midnight for bottle shop purchases. But go down to the Caco and grab some bloke, get it down your throat, and then resume the podcast.
Exactly. Now, for those that are listening live, you'll know that today's the day. Footy's back. NRL's back for 2023, which we're fucking excited about.
Yes, we are.
If you're catching up and listening to an old episode, today's the, what, Josh? The 1st of March.
Well, yeah, today for us is the 1st of March. So it'll be the 2nd.
The 2nd, yep.
Crazy.
And the 2023 footy season's about to kick off. And there's only one thing that gets my cock harder than the start of footy season.
What's that?
And that is seeing Matt Nable do the Fox Sports season opener for the NRL every year. So I thought we'd just play it to kick off the pod just to get the juices flowing.
Yeah, good.
This got me so hard at work today.
I love it already.
The music.
From October until March, we wait.
Did you get that?
The year turns and the days grow longer, the sun hotter. January fades and February comes. And all of a sudden, we're here again.
We're here, baby.
Fuck.
Life takes on new meaning. The working week more tolerable. For at its end, there's hope, there's comfort, there's the guarantee of spectacle, of a win, of a loss, and another brick in the path of every team's destiny.
Penrith are champions again.
Anyway, you get the picture. You get the picture. The video keeps going and going and
That's
going.
fucking sick.
Mate, and it's so funny. We're talking about it in the office today. Like, shit, maybe we could get Matty Nable to do some work for us at work.
Yeah.
Like, and then the conversation basically just spiraled from there, and we were like, imagine if you could just get him to narrate your life.
He's so good.
Friday night, Caxton car park, 15 blokes down your throat. It doesn't get any bigger than this.
4 blokes.
4 blokes.
1 drink.
Thick, full, strong.
Hairy.
Get him down your throat.
Fucking hell.
Anyway, hopefully that's got you pumped up as it's got us, because it's got me fucking horny as.
There's just one thing I took away from that. Now, he was talking about how, like, the working week gets a bit easier and there's hope and comfort.
Yeah.
What happens if your team just fucking sucks?
Dude, I lived that.
Like,
I've lived that.
what sort of hope and comfort do you
Yeah,
have?
it's the worst.
It's like, imagine you're coming 17th. Like, let's say you're a Dragon supporter who, look,
it's going to be a tough year.
they're tipped not to do the best. As I've heard, actually, like hearing Kempy talk about it. It's really rough to talk about how, like, who's your predicted loser of the year.
Yep.
Because it's like, fuck, everyone is at the same point where they're so optimistic about the season.
Yeah.
Whether that be players, coaches, or fans.
Yeah.
And it's like everyone's out there saying, nah, you're going to be shit.
Yeah.
It's like you've just put in 3 months of hard work for nothing.
Yeah, and
But-
there's nothing worse than like coming to the realization, because obviously
Yeah.
the Broncos, they did all right last year. Probably should have made the 8,
Yeah.
but the 2 years prior to that, it was just like pain and suffering. Like,
Yeah.
I think I've said this on the podcast before. The year that I can't remember what year it was, but it was when Origin got played at the end of the season.
2020.
End of the season, not in the middle.
Yep.
I remember watching Origin and Queensland winning and thinking, I literally forgot what it was like to watch football and enjoy it. Like all season, all season, I watched the Bronx get fucking towed up.
Yeah.
And just hated it. And like every week you get your hopes up. Thursday, let's go. Fucking, and then get pumped. Like, oh, here we are. Go again. I remember that game. Like, this is what it feels like. This is the best feeling alive.
I think NRL
I forgot what it feels like.
Could potentially be one of the hardest times for like certain people. If your team's going shit, it's like
there's nothing worse.
because at least in summer you look forward to the weekend because there's not really much on.
Yeah.
But then there's footy on and you're just like, fuck, now my weekend's wrong because we've just got pumped 50 points by the Bunnies on the weekend.
Yeah. And at least the cricket's like the tests aren't every weekend either.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you
So it's
literally
sort
live
of-
week to week as an NRL supporter.
That's it.
Some grim weeks.
So that's just sort of what I took from that. But all right, I want to kick off the sports pod with athletes with unusual rituals.
Yep.
Now, for those of you who live under a rock, Aaron Rodgers is one of the most, or probably one of the biggest names in sport around the
Quarterback in the NFL.
Quarterback for the Green Bay Packers, maybe.
Maybe.
He could potentially get traded. There's a lot of talk he'll get traded.
Off season.
Yeah. But he's just done this thing called a darkness retreat. Now,
Right.
basically, he just went into like a dark room for 4 days and everyone just
Legit?
thinks, yeah, bro, everyone just thinks he just gets really cooked.
Does he like eat food and shit when he's in there though, or?
I'm not 100% sure. So basically what he does is he goes into this darkness retreat and it like clears his mind. So he's like not sure if he wants to come back and play or what he wants to do.
Oh, so he might not. It's not the fact that he might get traded.
because
He literally might not play next year.
Yeah, there's all this sort of stuff going on as well. So this is just a little article from CNN. It's got for 4 days this week. Home for the Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers was a pitch black room. There's no phones, no television, no lights or distractions. Just Rodgers alone with his thoughts in a cabin built specifically for prolonged isolation in the dark.
What the fuck?
Now when
That's how you go insane, dude.
yeah, bro, but this is how he literally, I think he's done this before. He just goes on random retreats and he'll just go like into the wild and just no contact with anyone.
That's so
and
fucked.
just, I'm pretty sure he does like a bunch of hallucinogenics and shit. 'Cause he's just like all
You
about.
have to, dude.
Yeah, dude. He's a bit of a kooky guy.
Yeah. You can sort of tell that just by looking at him. Like, I don't know. I obviously know what he looks like, but don't know him
And you
that
listen
well.
to how he talks, bro.
Yeah.
He's just a California dude.
Yeah,
He's just
yeah,
chilled as. But yeah, a lot of people were just like, what the fuck? It's just so weird.
I want to know how he eats.
Yeah. I think he might say it here, but he said it's literally just sitting in isolation during meditation, dealing with your thoughts. We rarely even turn our phone off or put the blinds down to sleep in darkness. So I'm really looking forward to this. He's no stranger to alternative therapies. He credits psychedelics. There's some names there I can't pronounce, and I'm not even going to have a crack at it. They've helped alleviate his fear of death and giving him a deepened sense of self-love.
I'd almost... Oh, no, I can't say that. I was going to say death might be less scary than 4 days in a dark room by yourself. Like,
Yeah, I don't
fucking
know.
hell.
Yeah, well, bro, imagine getting lost in...
My thoughts are no good, mate.
Yeah, fuck, I'd hate getting lost in my own
Imagine having
head.
like a fucking bender and then doing that. Like, it's bad enough sitting on the couch with the lights on watching the footy. Like,
The only thing that I can think of is, you know Homer Simpson, when like Marge is talking to him, he's like...
yeah, with the thing clapping the
Yeah, the little monkey.
symbols.
That's
yeah.
probably what would be going on in my head for fucking 96 hours.
Oh, I reckon that would be like, it'd be one of those ones where you feel like you've been in there for 4 days and
Yeah.
then you check the time and it's like, oh, you've been there for 20 minutes, man. You're like, oh, fucking, this is not good.
That's it. But yeah, so I just wanted to have a look and see like other athletes that have weird...
One of my
Little things.
all-time favourite athletes, named my first dog after him, Adam Gilchrist, used to put the squash ball in his hand, in his glove.
Yeah.
So I don't even really know why. I think it was to like keep his top hand off the bat more or something, or maybe bottom hand off the bat. I can't remember.
Yeah,
I always remember his last game. He got out cheaply and like walked off, and they were filming him, and he sort of held up this squash ball and was like, and just tossed it away. Like,
that's mental, bro.
Yeah.
Just on that, did you call your dog Adam or Adam Gilchrist? Gilly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I was going to say, we had this discussion a few weeks back about like
human names for dogs.
Human names for dogs. Calling it Adam, this would be a massive backflip on your theory. But got a couple of things here. It's like athletes that have some weird superstitions and shit. One of them here, Serena Williams.
Yep.
I think we've just found out that Serena has a foot fetish.
Ah.
Arguably one of the best tennis players ever, between both men's and women's. Williams does not like to change up her socks during tournaments.
That's fucked.
So she'll
go the whole tournament.
Yeah, bro.
Imagine how much she could sell them for.
Oh my God.
Imagine a Serena Williams pair of like winning a major tournament dirty socks.
Do you reckon that's what
they
she
would
does?
go for so much, dude?
Dude, legit ridiculous. That is.
Old mate that I was talking about on, was it Monday's pod? Wednesday's pod was saying she sold her socks for $100 after Splendor or something. Imagine Serena Williams after the Australian Open.
Yeah. Dude.
Never have to play tennis again.
Oh, yeah, Australian Open as well, because it'd be so
Stinky.
fucking
that's
humid,
what I was
man.
thinking.
Yeah, no.
Some of those clay ones as well. Imagine.
Yeah.
Oh.
It'd be so fucked, bro. I've got another one here, Les Miles. So he was a college football coach.
Yeah.
He was a grass eater. Camera has caught him ripping out a chunk of grass and eating it, using the taste and texture of the field to gauge the conditions.
That's fucked.
So before he goes out, he eats grass.
To go like, so it's like a bit of a wet deck, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
That is fucked
Which
up.
is absolutely ridiculous.
We've all eaten grass in our time, but not for that.
Yeah.
I think it was Petro 7-Seaver's last game, or Shane Webke's. He got allowed onto the field at Suncorp.
Yeah.
Ate some grass.
Really?
Yep.
That's I respect that.
Can't even remember who it is, so it's like not because at the time I was like, I'm gonna eat this, so I can say I ate grass of the game of the last game Petro played, but I can't remember who it was. So,
dude, you know what's fun? Like, just thinking about like grass and shit. Like in that moment, a lot of people would have taken blades of grass from that because it's such a momentous occasion, right?
Yeah.
But like, grass dies.
Yeah.
So like to me, if I want to keep something forever, I'm not keeping grass.
Yeah, but I was eating it.
Yeah, but I'm just like
other
thinking.
people.
Imagine that other people just take it. Like at least
also, how would it be any different from the grass in my backyard? Like, obviously, it would be different turf, but like, if I had grass in one hand from Suncorp and grass from my fucking overgrown backyard, you probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Yeah, exactly.
I could just be like, this is from this. Actually, Serena Williams played on this in her dirty socks. So if you want to buy it, reach out.
Yeah, I like that. Got one here. This is pretty interesting. A former NHL, so hockey player. He used to, his name is Bruce Gardner, and he used to dunk the blade of his hockey stick in the locker room toilet before every game.
That's fucking disgusting.
That is so weird.
I can't imagine those locker rooms would have been very, clean either.
No, not at all. It's sort of like, I wonder what sports then would probably have, the most weird, the highest percentage of people that do weird shit like
I reckon
that.
the Australian cricket team would be right up there at the moment.
Cricket would be right up there. That would be a sensory overload fucking...
I'd love to follow Stephen Smith around for a bit. It'd be fucking a laugh.
So odd.
It'd probably actually annoy me after a while. I'd be like, just sit still, bruh.
Stop twitching.
Yeah, just relax for 1 second.
Yeah, man. It's ridiculous. But... so obviously there's people out there that just have some real fucking weird superstitions and shit. Shout out to them. I don't know. Have you ever done anything?
Not really. I have a feeling I used to always step onto the field with my left foot or something.
Yeah, right.
Oh, when I played soccer in grade 12, I used to always have 2 Powerades per game, and I'd have 1.5 at halftime and the other half after the game.
Yeah, right.
Don't know why. I just used to always do it.
Fuck, that's so scarred.
Yeah. Real weird.
That's very specific as well.
Yeah, very, very specific.
I think my only thing was I think I used to do stuff in cricket.
Yeah.
Obviously didn't work.
Yeah.
No, I think when I used to bat, I used to only bat tap the bat on the ground twice.
Yeah, I think though that's not that weird. I think everyone has the same.
Yeah.
But
I think I'd wig out if I did it anymore.
Yeah.
Or I was too keen.
It's one of those like muscle memory things though, right? Like you just do it. So you're always doing the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think I ever used to take centre.
Yeah, right. That's fucking just insane behaviour.
Because I was like, there's already a mark in the ground.
Yeah, that's true. Or when it was on synthetic and people would try and it's like, bro, you're not marking anything.
Yeah, you're not marking
it's
anything.
Fucking synthetic. You're just wearing your shoes
trust
out.
your own fucking judgment, bro.
Also, it's fucking 13 Cs. Like,
yeah.
just
fuck off.
Yeah, just watch the ball.
I know there's a few boys I've played Jeeps with where I think their pre-game ritual is just smashing a couple of tinnies.
Yeah. Probably
and
works wonders for
seem
him.
to go well.
Yeah.
Alrighty, now Das brought up something the other day, some of the great debuts.
Yeah.
So there was a fella, I'll see if I can I fucking forgot to get this up before. But a fella played for the Fiji Drua the other day. And
he wasn't even in their squad or something.
Yeah,
Clutzy was trying to find it. But he was like, within a week, he'd gone from not being in their squad. Here we go.
Taniela Rakuro. Apologies if I've mispronounced that. So Monday, he was a Drua development player. Tuesday, content days, taking photos and shit. Wednesday, signed a short-term full-time contract with them. Thursday, he had his first time on a plane, which, fuck, that'd be so sick.
Yeah.
Friday, had a captain's run, and game day on the Saturday, I believe they played, he debuted and scored the match-winning try.
Unbelievable.
That's fucking sick.
Is there a quicker,
ascendancy
to fame than that?
It's probably like Ben Ikin coming into the Maroons after not even playing a game of professional footy.
Yeah, that's true.
He just came from, but it's that sort of thing, hey.
It's fucking unbelievable. Imagine asking that bloke on the Sunday what's happening. Oh, not a lot. And then 7 days later, he's like, I just scored the match-winning try in another country.
Pretty mental.
Insane.
Off the top of my bat, Davey
Top
Warner.
of your bat.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I'm about to play a few things into.
Sure.
Yeah.
I thought it was like top of your head.
Yeah, it was meant to be head. As we've discussed, my brain is cooked at the moment.
Top of my bat is the handle.
Yeah. All right, so off my handle.
Grip,
yeah. Oh, well, I'm losing my grip on reality at the moment.
Yeah. Too much time in the dark rooms. Isolating.
There is a little bit of Aaron Rodgers about me. Not sporting ability.
Oh, shit, no.
But Davey Warner, when he started with T20.
Yeah, he's like
I still remember his first game, and he just fucking blew everyone out of the
And that's when they had
park.
like their nicknames on the back of the shirt and shit. Like T20 was a real novelty back then.
It was so sick.
Remember they had the signs around the ground that sort of looked like that whiteboard that had like ING on it? It's like hit the sign and you get $500 or something, hit a 6.
Dude, that's what I like over in I think it's New Zealand. They have like the buckets, or if you're wearing this certain brown shirt and you take a one-handed catch, you win like 10 grand.
That's sick. Bring that back.
Which would be so cool. But Max Jorgensen the other night.
Yep.
He debuted. He's like 17, 18-year-old kid for the Waratahs, scored 2 tries on debut.
Clutzy did say that there was going to be a winger to score a try in the first 60 minutes. Got his wingers wrong.
Yeah, got the wingers wrong because Maxi scored 2 in 60 minutes.
Obviously, you were very close, and we just need to hone it in a little bit this week. But
so apologies for anyone writing that, but
we will be back.
We were very close. We do
it's early in the season too.
That's it. There's another fella, his name escapes me. He was playing for the Brumbies. He won like 2022 Sevens Rookie of the Year. And
Unbelievable.
Then he debuted for the Brumbies and scored a try.
Yeah.
I also think maybe the addition of sliced bread
that was a good
into
addition.
the market was one of the greatest debuts of all time.
As they say, the greatest thing since.
Sliced bread.
Must have been pretty good back
Must
in the
have been
day.
pretty fucking good.
A personal debut that I quite enjoyed was when I decided to bleach my hair for Splendor and not tell anyone. And I rocked up to Splendor with it, and everyone's like, wow, that looks fucking ridiculous. You're an idiot. And then on day one, I rolled my ankle and blew it up and had to go home.
Yeah.
Quite the debut for the new haircut.
That ankle of yours has been troubling.
It's been good for the last, touch wood, yeah. It's been good for, I haven't done it in a long while, but after I did it, it was very troubling for very long. But
not good at all.
Maybe we can have the Frothies reach out and let us know what their favourite debuts of all time are. I'm sure there's some hectic ones out there we just can't think of.
But yeah, reach out because we'd like to go through some of the best debuts. Could be your own debut, could be a random debut, but reach out to us because we'd love to go through them. Next up, Eddie Jones. He's brought in his defensive coach for the Wallabies in former rugby league player Brett Hodgson.
Now, originally my thinking was, why the fuck has he done that? Because as we all know, Brett Hodgson was the bloke who was lassoed by Tallis.
Yeah, that
Look
was
at Tallis. Look at Tallis.
Absolutely ridiculous.
One of the great tackles of all time in Origin. If you don't know what we're talking about, I don't know how. What are you trying to find on there?
Oh, you'll see. So.
Okay. Gordon Tallis basically just grabbed Hodgson by the collar and lassoed him, for lack of a better words. Yeah. Spun him around twice and tossed him over the sideline. Originally, my thinking is, why would they hire him as a defensive coach? But who would know defense better than the player that actually had that done to them?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's potentially the best bit of defense I've ever seen.
He would have just been
and he's just experienced it firsthand.
I think it's eyes up footy by Eddie Janot, because he's a fullback. Now, fullbacks typically known for their attack.
Yep.
Great that he didn't bring him in as an attack.
Yep.
But yeah, I like your thinking there, because he has been humiliated that much.
Yeah.
He never wants anyone to be in that position.
Exactly. He knows what it means to be lassoed by the raging bull.
He was a steer.
Yeah.
And got hit by a raging bull.
An absolute raging bull.
It was sort of like a challenge of alphas. And the raging bull
dominated.
Got rid of the steer's testes.
Yeah. Grabbed him by the testes and tossed him over the bloody sideline. Into the next paddock later, bull.
A bit loud. Sorry, bull.
Sorry, bull.
What I do think, though, is that rugby league is taking over.
Rugby league's taking over. I don't mind it. I don't know if we've spoken about it, but the World Cup's coming up, and I think the ARU need to make some plays at some of the rugby league players. Get Matty Burton in a jersey.
Yeah.
Callum Ponga would be unbelievable.
Cameron Murray.
Would Callum Ponga play for the All Blacks, though, or the Wallabies?
Well, he's always said if he was to play Union, he'd love to play for the All Blacks for his dad.
Which worries me.
But I can't see him slotting in anywhere.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
You know what I mean? Like, they're freakish,
bro.
There's
and obviously, the ARU's not going to make it play for him if he's going to play for the All Blacks.
Yeah, exactly. But Cam Murray, Eddie Jones has been doing that interview series with Phil Gould, and he keeps going on about Cam Murray. So
be a good buy.
Be a great buy. Yeah. Young, hot.
Yeah.
Brings a crowd with him.
Yeah.
But we were thinking earlier, just off the back of the Brett Hodgson stuff as well, Das, people fit for the job. Is there anyone else that you think's been hired for like a... When I think of this sort of stuff, it takes me back to Nike's early days when they got Terry Tate.
Yeah. It's a great
office linebacker.
You wouldn't usually think that a linebacker would be suitable for the office, but that just proves that stuff like this works.
Exactly. And that's why sometimes you need to go behind the back of HR, because a little bit of tough love will produce good results.
Exactly right. Hopefully Brett Hodgson can bring in some tough love.
Yeah.
Maybe lasso some young Wallabies and bring results for the World Cup.
Wouldn't this be a little bit of a WWE style, like, holy fuck, what's he done here? And he just pulls out Gordon Tallis with him.
Duo.
And he goes, oi.
We know a thing or two.
Yeah. We are connected over this.
This guy's a tosser and I've been tossed.
It's not the hardest thing that's been tossed around
Now let's all get together and get tossed.
I love it. Now, Dust, what I was looking for before is the Indian captain in the women's cricket must be a massive fan of horse racing.
Yeah.
Massive fan of horse racing.
Yeah. One of the funny things, well, not funny, but one of the more mind-blowing things you'll see, just a brain explosion, I think is the best way to put it.
Yeah, 100%. So Alyssa Healy got interviewed about this. Basically, if you don't know what happened, the Indian captain in the semi-final got run out, and instead of sliding her bat, she's like,
it's like she has a jockey on her back, pushing her ears forward to get her nose over the line.
Her nose is over the line. Even one of her pads is over the line, but her bat is so far back.
It's behind her.
And everyone's saying that she's unlucky.
Yeah.
She's unlucky to do that. And I think Alyssa Healy, I think they might have the quote here. You could say you're unlucky all your life, but it's generally about effort and energy at the moment in time. I know that's something we speak about in the field in particular, putting in the effort and putting in energy. So basically, she said that maybe if she put in the effort, it would have been sweet.
Fair enough.
Which I agree with, but I also think Alyssa maybe we've got a potential Group 1 winner on our hands here.
Maybe we do.
Maybe we do. Right at home.
Autumn Carnival's just kicking off.
Yeah.
You never know. There's good prize money in horse racing.
Yeah, there is. Potentially, she could become a horse trainer.
Yeah.
Because she does like to get the nose out in front.
Maybe a jockey.
Oh, that'd be great.
Scrub the ears off a few
Tell you
horses.
what, good money in that.
Fucking
Move
oath.
over, J Car.
They can work every bloody day, the jockeys. I don't know how they do it. They're in Hong Kong one day and Newcastle the next. It's unbelievable.
That was pretty crazy the other day. When they were like, it's a 10-hour flight over and they were racing the next day.
Yeah.
That's
unbelievable
insane.
efforts, yeah.
Shout out to jockeys. Now, last thing I wanted to cover off is, yes, rugby league is back this week. But I think one of the big things about rugby league being back this week is we get some new names out there. Or we get realigned with some names. And I just like rugby league names.
I love them.
There's some real interesting ones that come out there. Personally, one of my favourites, he's a Melbourne Storm boy. He's finally getting a start this week. Will Warbrick.
Will Warbrick is sick.
How good is that? The Warbrick.
Yeah, that is. I've never heard that name.
Yeah.
Tyson Smoothie.
Yeah, that's a good
name.
one.
Great
That's
name.
a great one. One of the ones here, Jack Cogger. Now, why I like Jack Cogger? Because it reminds me of Jack Swagger from WWE. And I just imagine him as this big buff guy. Cogger's entered the field! And then he just destroys cunts.
Why Cogger reminds me of Swagger, but sure, I'll run with it.
I think it's the double G-E-R.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And the
They
Jack.
do rhyme, I guess.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good reason as to why I would remind you of that.
Also, I'm getting around Ethan Bullimore this year, purely because he's a big bull.
In Bullimore.
Yeah.
Even though he dogged the Broncos bull, that's all right.
Yeah, look, can't blame him for that.
Bullimore's
sometimes.
a good name.
It's we are getting really on the bull train this year, and Ethan Bullimore is fucking full horns up for the Manly Sea Eagles.
Fucking oath.
Good
Get
luck
stuck in, bull.
stopping that rampaging bull anymore. Also, like, I'm not saying that he was, but if he was say he got picked on as a kid, he's not getting bullied anymore. That's another way, because he is the bull.
I am Ethan.
Yeah.
I'm not getting bullied anymore.
Yeah.
I play for Manly.
Yeah.
I think he's a Queenslander, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Fucking oath.
Now, Manly have a couple of good names, actually. Another one, Gordon Chan Kum Tong.
Really?
Fucking how good's that?
I love hearing commentators say it. Like, I can't wait for him to find a bit of space, and Ray Warren hopefully is commentating.
That would be Chen Kum Tong.
Love it.
So sick. Also, one of the classics, Bunty Afoa.
Yeah, can't beat that.
Yeah. I like that. We got shout out to our mate Matto. He's a massive fan of Bunty.
Just having your first name Bunty is
Yeah,
dope.
that's why I like it.
It sounds like a nickname, like sup Bunty.
Hey, Bunty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sick. Scotty Drinkwater.
Yeah, I love it.
I just love
Scotty
drink
drink
water.
beer.
Yeah, Scotty drink beer.
Scotty drink bloke.
Scotty drink a lot of bloke.
Scotty love bloke.
Scotty drink rum.
Bloke rum.
Scotty
cruises.
drink winning piss. I don't know why I like this one, but Harley Smith Shields.
Sounds like a charity game.
Yeah, it's just like Smith Shields. He's just like, he's making defensive shit,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. It seems to me like welcome back to Suncorp today for the Harley Smith Shields Trophy. You know what I mean? Sounds like
it's
a
fucking sick.
rivalry round.
Ben Lovett.
Yeah,
It reminded me of McDonald's. I'm loving it.
that would be good. Yeah,
And we got Blake Tuffy.
yeah, I love that.
It's like
as well.
toffee, and I really like toffee.
Yeah.
So Blake Tuffy, he's a weapon footballer as well.
Yeah.
Delicious looking guy, just like toffee as well. So
Makes sense.
big things coming from him this year. Isaiah Tass as well.
Yep,
I just like that.
another
Tass.
cracker.
It's fucking sick.
Rolls off the tongue.
Sandon Smith.
Great.
Sandon Sandoff. Reminds me of he's like the Karate Kid.
Send-off.
Yeah.
The Karate Kid.
Wax on, wax off. Sandon Sandoff.
That'd be his fend. Send
Yeah.
off. Oh, because he's just fended a bloke all over himself.
Oh, Sandon myself.
Bloked on myself.
Yeah. Fuck. Couple more to round it out. Jojo Fafita.
Love it.
I just love Jojo.
Jojo, yeah,
That's
yeah.
sick. Aaron Clark. Now I like that because
This will be
typically
good.
Aaron, you don't really see many blokes called Aaron.
No.
So can you imagine, like, let's say, no knock on the bloke at all here, but let's say you're playing park footy.
Yeah.
And you have a look at the team sheets.
Aaron.
Going up against Aaron.
Yeah.
And you've got this fucking 6'6" behemoth, absolute
hope-
weapon coming at you.
See, I don't know if Aaron's ever had a a job where they require an email address. Happens to me all the time. Get Miss Darcy Gannon or like hi ladies. Like if there's a number of females on the email and myself, that would happen all the time to him.
Yeah.
All the time.
100%. And then the last one, actually one of my mates looks after this fella, Keno Keeney.
Love it.
Fucking sick.
Yeah, love it.
New to the Titans top 30. So, I don't know. It's just a couple of names that I'm really enjoying.
I'm enjoying the fact that footy's back.
Yeah, I'm keen as for
I'm
it.
fucking keen.
Guys, well, Melbourne's going to absolutely pump the Eels tonight. That's not an early crow. It's just one of...
Sounds like a monkey.
Oh, well, fuck. You think the Broncos are going to beat Penrith?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not declaring it on the podcast, so.
Yeah, that's true. You just did.
No, I didn't. You did.
You just reaffirmed why.
Well, I said, yeah, but I didn't come out here, declaring it.
Yeah, fair. Anyway, we'll see you on Monday.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.